on a second, pal. Get on. They're health and safety boots, mate. Don't worry about that. That's what we're trading in this year, health and safety boots. There you go. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, today's job, getting that tub, let me move out of the way, that tub off and out so I can actually start working on it. So what we've got is, the problem is, I think with the engine it might be the fuel pump, but with the fuel pump on these, they're a solid bed at the back. What we're going to do for now is take the bed off. Obviously I can start doing my prep work on it and things like that. The actual back bed, I'm actually going to cut a little slot out for future use, so, and maybe put a little piano hinge or something like that, so you get actually me or whoever I sell it to, then we can lift it up basically. Somebody can change the fuel pump and it's, without messing around. So that is the job for today. So if you stay tuned, then you'll see what happens. First port of call, obviously everything's come off. You've already seen this, guys, so I'm not going to show you it all again, but it's a simple little bit of, we've took them out. Yes, bit brutal, okay. Steve just said about, obviously we got to that point because you are meant to separate here, but the nuts and bolts were just spinning, so we were just like, I've got completely new arms, obviously, A's and all the seals, so there's no messing around, they're off. The nuts and bolts all more or less snapped as we're taking them off, but bearing in mind it is getting all new nuts and bolts in there as well, okay, so not too fussed about that. Yeah, you might not be able to see, obviously fuel pipes are off. Just need to get the big fat one off. There's a couple of wires which you're not going to be able to see it in between there. I'll show you a little bit better when obviously we start to get the tub off. I'll bring you back and show you which wires, but it'll be for the top of the fuel pump in there. Yeah, so we need to get them off, just double check everything. Then what we'll probably do is reel it out, get the ramp down, get the ramp in position, or let's see how heavy it is. Should we see how heavy it is, Steve?
It's not that bad.
And then maybe we'll just lift it out. I've got a table out there ready. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So just to let everyone know, some people might already know, obviously it's our first Fender project. Compared to the discos, the actual wiring harness runs into the chassis instead of being separate on the discos. It actually is inside and runs all the way to the back. Hopefully you can see it just about here, just where it pops back up. It comes there and there, so just a like a warning basically. You know, don't be cutting through your chassis when that's in there or anything like that. So that's one big difference we have noticed. Obviously it runs through in the chassis. Bit of a ball ache really. Well, I don't know why you'd do that, but yeah, I'm sure we'll work around it. Can't be having that new workshop dirty now, can we? That's it, Steve, you crack on. By the way, I want the mop out after that as well. Come on, let's go.
question?
Somebody's robbed Basil. Basil LaBrush. I'm rich. Woo. Found some gold, little one.
That's not gold.
Thought I was rich then. We're off. Health and safety at its best here. You know our garage. So, there we go, guys. We can now get to the fuel pump. We'll give it a clean out first because we don't want any crap in there. Give it a clean out. If you want to ever see a video about changing a fuel pump, well, on the disco, go check the channel out. We've got one in there. So we'll clean all that out. We'll change the fuel pump. There we go, guys. I'll go show you the body in a minute. But yeah, obviously you've only saw that part of the chassis, so I was really interested in this part to see what it's all like. Yeah, bar surface rust, a little bit of surface rust, obviously dirt. I was worried about these spring carriers, bits and bobs. Now you can see why we're going to be changing the cross member, where it's gone all at the back. So at this stage, guys, I actually told everyone I was quite happy with the chassis. So I thought I'd just do a little voiceover. As we started to clean bits down and bits and bobs like that, that's when you get to see there was some really dodgy repairs on there. So, I mean, it was a different day that you're going to move on to now. But generally, what we did is got the fuel tank out. I wanted to get the rear cross member done. So, yeah, you're going to see that now. So, yeah, we're doing the rear cross member today, which is somewhere over there. Sorry about the wobble, I've got a phone today. I totally forgot the GoPro. Yeah, we're quite lucky. Let me turn this radio down a minute. We're quite lucky because obviously we've already got the body off, okay? So I'm just gonna show you what the rear cross member was exactly like, and yeah, what we're gonna be changing it to. So this is the rear cross member. As you can see, you don't, unless you really get underneath the vehicle and have a look, the outside doesn't look too bad, but they're renowned for going. We got one when I actually bought it. There, brand new, got full receipts, everything like that with it. But yeah, to show you the state of it, okay. It's a patch here. It's been repaired left, right and centre. I think there's one crap repair there. One here and I think one there. I think there's something on this side as well. Yeah, there, as you can see, it's just like, you know, I mean, I'm not a welder at all, but I could not let it leave a garage like that. If I just wouldn't pay for it, no chance. But other people do. So yeah, that's the job today. So we took some measurements. Stephen's got it on the whiteboard. Yeah, so we took some measurements. I say we're not perfect at this, guys. We're not professionals. This is the first time we've ever done one. Yeah, let's give it a go. I think probably the more measurements you could take, which measurements we gone from? Just yeah. So we thought what we'd do is spring carriers, but it's exactly the same from this rear cross here. So we measured from that side across to the actual outer, okay, which gives you the length. We've also gone from, there's a bolt hole as a marker reference there, all the way down to the floor, which we've got the same measurements both sides. It's not going to move, obviously. We'll put a chock on the wheel just in case we nudge it or anything like that, because we want it exactly the same position. So yeah, that'll be for that. So we've got the measurement for the distance that way and exactly where it should be height wise as well. So yeah, and we'll probably take a couple of other measurements, but yeah, we've got the thing of getting the ECU wires, the main route, probably back to about here. So we'll probably connect something up to that and try and drag it through, because you don't want to be cutting through here and yeah, going straight through the wires. definitely don't want to be doing that. And then as for actual cutting, what we've done is measure back, because these points here are exactly the same on the new one. All right, so, and you can actually see where, depending where you get this from as well, guys, I suppose, you've actually got, hopefully you can see it, there's a bit of a bulge here. So all we've done is take measurement from this point to here, transferred it over to there, and that gives you your place to where you need to cut. Okay, we're going to leave the support member in for now as well, but exactly that same. You could just about see where the bulge is. Okay, focus, yeah. And we've done exactly the same the other side. Okay, so let's get some nice clean shiny parts on the old girl. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, this video it was quick and easy, just basically to get the job done. I didn't want to do a lot of video in this and talking and everything like that, but we're starting to get there. That side is top, other side and this side is now done. I've just got to do the underneath. And on this side, where are we? Top is done, that side is done. You can see when you buy these aftermarket products, obviously depending where you get it from, I suppose, what it does, it doesn't quite fit absolute perfect. So what we're going to have to do is just take this top off here, clench it in with a G-clamp, and then the weld will all be across that seam here and then down that side as well. What we've done with here, hopefully you can see it all right, is actually, you can see there's a gap here. Once we've clamped it in, I've actually welded it to this well, other cross member that runs across the chassis. So I've actually welded it to that for extra strength as well, so I'll be doing the same that side. So yeah, it's literally from this part of the video I've took you from taking the old one off, which I did show you around, to it's on. Measurements are right, exactly where we should have it from that far point to here. Same with that side. We have got a strap on that's not really doing much now because the majority of it's welded. And distance from, how was it there, all the way down, both sides is absolutely perfect as well. So yeah, gonna crack on with that, get that wet side welded. There's a little bit more here, you can probably just see it. Just want to top that up a little bit, grind that in before I start on the underneath. You can see what I mean about, ow, that bit was hot. See what I mean about these actually not meeting up. So if I go from there, you see it goes a lot higher. So basically what I've been doing is taking it off so it's nice and level, compressing that into where it should be, and then putting a nice weld seamed weld up all the way across there, and then we can start welding down that part. She's up on the ramp, so all tops are done. I've actually took that middle bar out for now, but you can see where we've actually welded it to this at the same time, just to give it a bit more strength. Now what we're going to do is under here, 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 under there, and the other side. So we thought it'd just be easier to get it on the ramp. I mean, we're quite lucky because obviously we're not working with a body on, so I do know some people do it with a body on, which how they can get to the top, I've not got a clue. But yeah, we're quite lucky because we're doing it this way, to be fair. So right, let's get the underneath done. Just to let you know as well, guys, we're not professionals. It is sort of DIY, do it yourself. So like I say, weld wise, there's plenty of weld on there. It is strong enough. We're not qualified in welding. It is, like I said before, so there's probably garages and probably people saying, oh well, you should be doing it like this and should be doing it like that. We're like, we do it because we enjoy doing it. So if you're looking to criticise, I'm up for more constructive criticism, if that's the one. Definitely, if you can figure something and it's definitely going to help us, then by all means leave a comment. But if you're just going to troll and piss me off, don't worry about it, because we'll just carry on doing what we're doing. But like I say, constructive criticism, yes, we're not professionals, we're not trained in it, we're not qualified in it, we just tinker around and show you guys exactly what we're doing. So if you like it, remember, stick your thumb up, leave a comment, hit the little bell notification and subscribe. There we have it. Not perfect, because I'm not a welder, but there's plenty of metal on there. Plenty. Probably more than enough. So, just waiting for the boys. They're picking some primer up for me. We can get it primered. But, yeah. She's on. That's the cable there for pulling the loom back through, and then that'll come out this side. Over here. That'll pull out of there. But yeah. Not a bad job, boys. Not a bad job. Just out of breath because I've been just sorting stuff out. But yeah, by far from perfect. Like I say, you're welding from new to old. It's pretty hard anyway. But like I say, I'm not a professional, but it'll be more than strong enough. Like I say, probably too much metal on there, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. And yeah. One part down. So yeah, that is on. That is one job, another good job done. On to the next stage now. So I've actually just bought a little plasma cutter. I know they're expensive, for the outrigger that I did show you. I think it would be easier using a plasma cutter maybe. Never used one. Like I say, it's all new to me, guys, so we're just doing it day by day, and I'm happy with that. I'll bring it back once it's got some primer and it's dried, just to show you what it's going to look like. We'll get it back down on the ground, so you'll be able to see exactly, yeah, what it's going to be like. And you know I love a shiny bit, especially that, do you know what I mean? Well happy with that, guys. So, like I say, not perfect, but first time. Yeah, we'll have to do the jump test in a minute. Oh, yeah, they are. Shockers are knackered. Come on then, second fat bastard, get on.
I've got flip-flops on.
They're health and safety boots, mate. Don't worry about that. That's what we're trading in this year, health and safety boots.
See that down there?
There you go. It's the fat bastard test.